Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the third match of the UBC Japan Regional Qualifying Tournament. And as you can see, Ueda-san, Hideaki Ueda, is playing Naoki Iketani. And in the first two matches, Ueda-san just kind of rolled them off the board. But in terms of PR, Iketani-san held firm. And so the score is 2-2. But the average PR is very much in Iketani-san's favor, and we are hoping that Ueda-san, perhaps some nerves at the beginning, didn't play to his usual standards. Still very well, right? But we all wish we could play at that level. But let's see if he can sort of settle down and bring his PR down lower, and perhaps Iketani-san can roll a little better. And we're going to have an exciting match, yes? By the way, my name is Jay Badal, and I'm a Canadian backgammon player living and working in Hong Kong. Okay, and so we've started. It's just past 2 p.m. in Japan. So please enjoy the match. Here we go. Okay, so some splitting going on in the back. A 5-1, yes. You got to stack the 8-point. Not much else to do at this point. Or, okay, maybe actually there could have been something different. But let's see. Okay, 5-4. What to do with this? Okay. Are you hitting? Or are you running? You are running. Yeah. Okay. Let's see with those blots. Oh, okay. So at least you can unstack the 8, even though you didn't hit anything. Got a mini prime going here for orange. And let's see, does Iketani-san set up his little mini prime as well? Or does he make the 10-point? Making the 10-point is better. It's a close one, though. It's a close one. It also serves as a block, as the start of a prime, potentially, right? So quite reasonable without the blot. 6-3. This looks like a runner, yeah? It is indeed. The race is close. The race is close. Both players have escaped one checker. Okay, what are we doing here? Now we're making the bar? No, we're running out. This is a chance, right? Only a couple of shots. Okay. Ooh, Iketani-san. We have the first big mistake. Needed to run in this case. Okay, now he might get blocked in, yeah? And Ueda-san has started his lengthening his mini prime. If he makes the 5-point, you know, he's looking at a cube. Okay, 2-1. Are you slotting here? Or just making the point? Yeah, just making the point. Yeah, of course. Okay, let's see. Double sixes. I guess you're attacking, right? It's a little too fast for priming. Okay, so if Iketani-san stays out, it's going to be a cube. And he does. So, is it a cube? Probably, right? Almost certainly. Yeah, it's even a pass. It's even a pass. It's just too many gammons. Yeah, 30, almost 34% gammons. There's 30% winning chances still, but those gammons are expensive. And black, blue doesn't have much of a board, right? To sort of counterattack with once he enters. He has a nice block that gives him the 30% winning chances. All right, white. Orange's back checker still has to get up and around. Okay, but yeah, it's a bit much. It's a bit much. 4-point board, possibility of making yeah, good cube by Ueda-san. And will Iketani-san see the pass here? Yeah, he does. He does. Well played. Okay. Okay, so that's the first game, and good signs for Ueda-san. He's quite far ahead in the PR, though it's quite early, of course. Often in first games, just an error or two would result in a high PR, right? Because there are fewer decisions, and later that PR will go down just by nature of the number of decisions. So let's not pay too much attention to the PR quite yet. Okay, so both players have made a home board point, but Ueda-san's home board is a little better. So let's see, 5-2. Okay, so you have to bring 2 down. No splitting from the back this time, and no need to slot. Cock dice here. So what does green want to do here? He wants to, right, is it splitting down? Unstack the no, running is right. Wow, I guess it's just too many shots, right? Okay, 1, and does he pick it up? Probably 7-5. Yeah. Okay. You don't want that, those return shots sending you back. You've got a nice advantage, not a huge advantage, but a nice advantage here. A spare on the 5 is nothing to sneeze at. Okay. Wow. Okay, dancing. Now this is too early for a cube, surely, right? A lot of work. Yeah. Yeah, it's close though. 26.26. But a little too early. You need a little more advantage in this case. So, what are you doing here? Are you making the bar point? No, you are not. You're coming out. That's your main task at this point, is just to get those back checkers going, right? And in fact, yeah, 13, making the bar point isn't a big mistake, but it is a mistake. You've got blots, right? So, okay. Ueda-san sees it, yeah? Now, it might seem, right? Okay, I'm walking out into shots. He's going to come in and hit me, but, you got to get those back checkers moving. Ooh, I didn't think of a loose hit. Good thing he's not considering it. Okay, good move, Ueda-san. Well done. Let's see. Okay, that's a hit, entering and hitting, but not the hit you want, right? But you got to do it. You got to do it. You need the timing, like the tempo. It's called a tempo hit, right? You you come in and you hit, and that takes away half your opponent's roll, maybe the full roll if he rolls 6-3 or 3-3 or 6-6. Lord knows we've all done it, right? Ah, this is interesting. Okay, this isn't quite right. Yeah, sitting back on the 24 point. Okay, let's see what Ueda-san rolls. He hits back. Okay. And depending on what Iketani-san rolls here, we have a double. Okay, this looks like, okay, he's gonna hit loose, right? Yeah, he's gonna hit loose. Again, he needs that tempo play. And if he gets hit, he has a chance to make a second anchor. Okay. If you just play passively with 13-8, it's not bad, but it's going to be, you're going likely to be attacked on your 21 point, right? Sorry, 22 point. Okay. Yes, the loose hit is correct, Iketani-san. Well done. Right. It's not a cube yet, I don't think. Certainly, Ueda-san didn't think. And there you go. There are the double threes. Unfortunate, but it's, it happens. It's not a disaster. Okay. Of course, you're going to cover the 1 point. Yes. And make the anchor. Nice roll. Okay. Now it's a much closer match. Game, I should say. 3-4. Yes. Making the anchor. Okay. Nice roll. Let's see. Can Iketani-san hit that blot? He can with double threes. Runs out, hits, and brings a checker down from the midpoint. Nice roll, nice roll. Still, it's a close game. It's a close game. What are we going? Oh, he dances again. Okay. Still lots of play though. Still lots of play. And notice green has like a blitzing structure, right, in his home board. So it's unlikely orange is going to get primed. So you're going to have to approach this a little differently as opposed to, when you have a single checker on the bar, you basically, you're in a running kind of situation here, right? Okay, this makes sense. You just make the 11 point and aim at the 5, right? This is a little too safe, isn't it? Right? You've got an anchor. You need to make some points in your board. Okay, see, that was a missed opportunity. Now, if he'd had builders for the 5 point, that would have been nice. Okay, so do we just bring one down? Don't give up the anchor quite yet. Giving up the anchor was close, but not quite, yeah? Okay, yeah, this is the danger of giving up your anchor too early, right? Nice roll by Ueda-san. Okay. Right, so this is interesting. Oh, double fours. What a roll. So the question is, are you coming out with 2? Are you coming out with 1, hitting and making the 4 point? Or, yeah, that's what you're doing, right? It's tempting just to play safe and just come out with your 22-point checkers and just hit a checker, and it's relatively safe. But again, you're in this blitzing mode, right? Your home board is a blitzing position, so you should kind of go for the blitz at this point. So hitting a checker and making the 4 point is the play to go to. And then Ueda-san needs to perform by coming in or anchoring, especially anchoring. But it's tempting, right? It just seems very straightforward, coming up with 2 of them, bang. But it is a sizable error to do that. Again, part of the evaluation of a move is considering what kind of strategy you are engaged in, right? Based on your position, the arrangements and distribution of your checkers. Are you in a running game? Are you in a blitzing game? Are you in a priming game? Keep that in mind, right? And this will guide you towards making the right checker moves, this overall strategic understanding. And yeah, so definitely he's going to hit, but he's going to hit with 2, is he? Okay. He hasn't decided entirely yet, but he did have a kind of look on his face, like after thinking quite a bit. Yeah. Okay. Is not quite the right strategy, but it's not a, again, it's not a huge blunder. It's a big mistake, but okay, 2-4. What's going on here? I guess he's anchoring. So, well, he's anchoring, but is he anchoring on the 4 point or the 2 point? On the 4 point, yeah. Okay. This, really puts some more pressure on Green's checkers out in the outfield. And notice Orange's position is kind of front loaded, right? If you stay back on the 23 point, you might have to move other checkers. It's a question of timing here, and that's why you don't really have the timing to sit back on the 23 point. Okay, so back to the game. 4-2. So it looks like you're playing safe here. It's not pretty. Okay, slotting the 2 point, yeah, but this is what happens when a blitz position goes wrong. Well, not wrong, but doesn't get consummated, right? You have to start making awkward rolls, especially if your opponent has a 4 point home board. Okay, that helps a lot. But the question is, can you afford to make the 5? No, of course not. You're just going to play safely to the 6 point. That works perfectly fine for now. Okay, very nice roll. Just what the doctor ordered. Okay, but still, Orange has a lot of play still. Okay, almost basically 40% winning chances for Orange here. Okay, time to give up the midpoint, and that'll help him Ueda-san to extend his prime as he waits for a shot. He's way behind in the race here, right? Okay, so Iketani-san's thinking about a double. And if, if in certain cases having a 40 pip lead, right? 40 pip lead would be enough, but the two anchors, defensive anchors that Orange has, make it very difficult to send the cube quite yet. Okay. And of course, Green's running out of time with the 3, 2, and 1 points made in his home board. Yeah, I guess he's just gonna have to bury 1 or 2 checkers. One. Yeah, bury 1 of the checkers. It's just too risky to give the 6 as well as 5, 4. Double 3s, 4, 2, 5, 1. Yeah, you can't give a shot in this position. It's just too risky. Okay, let's see what happens. Not, yeah. Ueda-san was hoping for a smaller roll here. Okay, so are we just bringing them in? Yeah. We need that bar point anchor to keep an eye on Green, not make it too easy to come in. But obviously with 2 blots in Orange's home board, Green can afford to offer a shot himself, right? But look at this. Now this is interesting, right? Coming off the back anchor is a definite candidate here, and this is something to look out for. I've noticed this, and it's usually we think, no, we have to stay back. We'll get more shots if we keep our back anchor. But just freezing Green's bar point checkers and then moving the back checker. There aren't that many shots that attack it, right? And it really can put more pressure on your opponent this way. So look out for that opportunity when you have 2 anchors. One of them's a little more advanced than the other. Maybe giving up the back anchor could be a candidate. And wow, interesting. But the plays were very close. Okay, 5-4. Still can play safe. But yeah, I think this might be the time to offer the shot. Yep, there you go. And even bringing 2 down. Wow. Okay. I was thinking 6-2, but 2 down, giving 5s and 2s because of the 2 blots in Orange's home board. Wow, what a play. Is he going to see it? It's a blunder if he doesn't. Burying checkers, even bigger blunder. Wow. Come on, Iketani-san, you can see this. 2 shots. Wow, you have to be really fearless. Okay, speaking of which, just a quick mention, I have a YouTube channel. I don't make any money off it, but it's a learning channel for intermediate, high intermediate players, and it's called Fearless Backgammon, and it's the idea that, a lot of us are risk averse, a lot of us play with a certain amount of fear, and just trying to see a position objectively, and trying to push the fear to the back, and analyzing, evaluating, making moves, not based on fear, but on an understanding of the position, right, and what the position needs. And let's face it, if you play 13-9, 13-8 here, you are definitely a fearless backgammon player. Wow. Let's see what happens. The problem, of course, if you bury checkers here, Orange is just going to improve his home board, and then you're not going to get another chance. Yeah, of course, this is the natural play, and it's a blunder, but, it seems like fewer shots, right? But there you go. But it's an indirect shot, so Iketani-san has 2 blots to aim at, and he misses. Ay. So what's going on here with cube action? No double. Wow, it's so close, though. For some reason, I thought this was a double. But of course, it is a question of the race. And there's still 2 blots. It's not going to be easy to cover both, or obviously if you roll a 1, that might help. But still, Green can come in with a 2. Okay, it's perfectly reasonable cube. Maybe on the next level of analysis, maybe the evaluation will change. Okay. On extra. Ooh, what? He passed. Oh, Iketani-san. It looks pretty scary, right? But Orange actually has a bit of work to do to get all his checkers around. Green had a huge lead, right? In race and a decent homeboard position, even though it was crunched. Ay. This particular match is turning into a disaster for Iketani-san. But there's still times. It's only 2-0, right? Okay, so ay. Okay, but understandable, right? It's the fear factor. It's the fear factor of being gammoned. There were definitely gammons in that position. Not a lot though, perhaps, because it was only one checker on the bar. Okay, let's get back to this game. Okay, Ueda-san is blitzing away, and okay, good. Iketani-san comes in, and is he going to bring one down, I guess, right? You want to anchor up with those guys with a 2. Yeah, sure. No reason to jump out. Especially Orange just rolled double 5, right? So it's got a bit of a racing lead. Okay, so, yeah. 6-4, got a run. Okay, the blitz has run out of gas. So I'm going to just have to try to bring it home now. And can Iketani-san prime the remaining checker? I guess you got to make the 3, right? Is there anything else? No. Okay. So that's the start of a prime at least. Okay. Let's see if Ueda-san can do something. He might still have some attacking numbers. Wow, double 6s. Okay, yeah, like I said, there's still some attacking numbers, but if Iketani-san hits back here, there could be some trouble. Okay, so any cube action here? Probably 2-0 lead, so you have to be a little more conservative, but 4-point board, 1 checker on the bar. Yeah, it's a pass. It's a pass. Green just doesn't have the structure, right? Maybe if he had his 5-point instead of his 3-point made, maybe it's a take. No, it's too big a take. It's too big. A pass, I should say. Yeah. It's unfortunate because things were starting to look quite nice after Ueda-san's blitz ran out of steam, but yeah. There's 3-2 is a killer, right? For Orange, even just rolling a 5. What? Hold on, what? He didn't double? Oh, jeez, for some reason I thought the cube had already been sent. I got way ahead of myself. Okay, 4-3. So Ueda-san missed the double there. I guess he was thinking I have the lead, maybe. Or I guess maybe he thought he was too good. But, there's some comeback. Is that cocked? Yeah. No, it's not cocked. Okay, he did hit. Oh. Yeah, he did hit one. Okay. Right, so is it a cube now? Yes, but it's a take now. Wow, this is, again, a tough take, right? But, wait a on. It's a small mistake not to double this. Okay, I think he wished he had doubled this. But maybe a 2 is going to come out of the cup. Not a double 1-2. Okay, so now, is it a double? I imagine. Too good to double. By a little. I'd be tempted to double. Ay. This could really hurt. Ay, this is way too fast. Okay, now. I don't even know it's a double anymore. Yeah, it's not. There's just, despite having a 5-point board, it's not easy getting those orange checkers out. But, there's a bluff double here, right? Orange doubles, and a lot of players are looking at 5-point board saying, hallelujah, I pass, right? I want to get out of this game. Okay. Is that double 4s, is it? Yeah, switch. What an amazing roll. Wow. Wow. Fantastic. Joker City. Okay. Yeah, and perfect for getting out as well, right? No need to anchor with on the 20 point with the orange. Just run for the hills with 2 checkers on the bar. You don't want to get stuck on double threes or double twos. Do get stuck anyways, but double threes would be the really unfortunate roll if you anchored on the 20. Right, so what is he thinking about here? Thinking of anchoring, right? You know, 2 guys on the bar. Why do you need to anchor? Okay, a little mistake, not big. Things are not looking good here for Iketani-san. Threes, threes are Orange's nemesis. Do we get a 6? A 6 could make it interesting. Nope. Okay, needs a 4 better. Oh, he's thinking of cubing here, yeah? Yeah, it's too good, too good. You know, there aren't that many numbers where you get stuck, right? But double threes is an anti-joker. Double twos is unpleasant as well. Double ones will decrease, but nah, you gotta play on. There aren't that many rolls. There you go. Okay. Iketani-san needs 6 pretty quickly. Oh boy. This, I'm afraid, was part of the story of the last couple matches. Iketani-san on the bar continuously. He's going to have to improve his rolling technique for the next few matches. Okay, 5-2. You're just ready to pick and pass if anything comes in on the 6 point. No need. Okay, 6-4. So odd number on the top 2 orange points. So possibility of a shot here with a large double. Nope. Okay, just take off 1 checker, right? Or does he just clear? Does he think he has a gammon kind of regardless? Probably just take a checker off. Yeah. You'd be surprised, right? What comes out of the cups. You think, okay, I got plenty of time. I'll just, just clear from the rear. But then out come double fives, out come double sixes. And all of a sudden your gammon chances are decreasing by the minute. It's a perfectly safe move, so might as well take a checker off. And, excuse me, taking 1 checker off is good for your bear off, right? In terms of now orange has an even number of checkers to take off. Well, not anymore, okay? This is definitely the right move, right? You don't want to leave a gap. Okay, 1 in finally for Iketani-san. He's not bearing off at a fast pace, so if Iketani-san can roll something big. Okay, here we go. Gammon save mode. The odds are not in his favor, but it sort of depends. If you can get some doubles, you might be able to pull it off, but kind of unlikely. What are the gammon chances here? 70%, 80%? Yeah, it's got to be better than that. Let's see, 4, 10 crossovers. Yeah, 7 crossovers for orange. Well, okay, does that help? Oh, the problem is, yeah, it's good in terms of like kind of crossovers, but not entering crossovers, right? Right, 75% now, gammons after this roll, after Iketani-san moves. So 25% to save the gammon. It's I think after double sixes, it's a big improvement. And 5 checkers off, so 3 rolls, right? 3 rolls. If Iketani-san can roll a double and Orange does not roll a double, then looks like he could save it. Okay, the 2 should go to the 5 to guard against double 5s in terms of saving the gammon. Okay. No, you might want to checker on the 2. Okay, not a big difference. Uh-oh, that's a gammon. That's a gammon. Okay. Undoubled gammon, though, it's worth noting. Ueda-san perhaps missed a chance to get the doubled gammon, and his PR has suffered as a result. He's still way ahead in the PR in this match. Iketani-san needs to really come back into the game, lengthen this match, and bring his PR down. So Iketani-san, if he gets blown out in this match, like he got blown out in the previous couple matches, then it's going to be bad news for his match status because of the PR. Okay, so Ueda-san runs. Generally speaking, he wants a simple game here. A running game would suit him just fine. You know, for love, it's having a simple game isn't so vital. At 5 love, it's much. At 2 away, right? It's much nicer. But in any case, yeah. Obviously, Orange has some issues with flexibility. And that's what Iketani-san's thinking about here, right? Is, you know, splitting might make sense in terms of just taking advantage of that flexibility. But it's a number of blots, yeah, and there he gets hit. I think he's getting tired of being hit by his facial expression there. But don't worry, that's part of backgammon. Okay, anchors, that's good news. Anchors ahead of that 3-point. So that's good. So that's big improvement. Guess you got to put it on the 2, yeah. So can he make the bar point? That would be a really. Oh, does he ever make the bar point? Okay, I think we got a cube coming after that. Definitely, and unless Ueda-san does something really marvelous, it'll probably be pretty close to a pass. But notice the race is still going to be quite close after this. Is it? Yeah. Yes. Well, it's 8, right? 8-pip difference. Yeah, this is going to be a double. And the question is can Ueda-san take it? It's a pass. It's a pass, yeah. It's the structure's just too good, right? Good double. And let's see, Ueda-san, does he see the pass? He's got good winning chances here, right? 28%. But the chances of escaping that checker are really tough, right? And the gammons are 12%, not huge. So in terms of the score, it's also interesting, right? 3 away, 7 away. Let's see if Ueda-san takes this, and that'll put Iketani-san to, if he wins, puts him to 5 away, right? 3 away, 5 away. Whereas he took it. Okay. It's not a blunder, but it's a mistake. Okay. Are we blitzing, going for the gammon? Yes, go for the gammon. Right? Once. No. It's not. It's close. It's close. Yeah. Put him on the roof. It's very close. It's very tempting, right? But yeah, you can just kind of play normally, make the 3-point is XG's recommendation, but just bringing 4 checkers down from the outfield is, you know, perfectly safe. And you know, the only thing, you know, again, he's way ahead in the race now. So even if white were to jump out somehow and not get hit, then he'd still have a big advantage, right? Okay, so Iketani-san is thinking about it. And we're waiting for him. Right. Okay, so yes, he goes for the hit. Okay, it's understandable. Okay. Sorry, some technical problems here. Just a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, there was. Oh. Okay, so sorry, got interrupted there in my commentary. Okay, so the blitz was on, but the Ueda-san entered. Okay, and Iketani-san was unable to, at least for now, do anything with it. And this is also not a hitting number. And it's a little awkward too, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Do we make the 4? Yeah. Oh, that's very tough. Give the 5. But what else do you have? You're going to have to, you know, are you going to, what else do you have? 4? There's nothing else. There's nothing else. You're going to have to leave a shot anyways. Right? Is there any way to avoid leaving a shot? 10-4? No, there isn't. So he's got to take advantage of it. He's got to make the 4-point and leave a 5 shot. This is the problem, right, with the blitzing play. Is that your structure becomes a little weird, right? And doesn't flow as naturally. And there's some numbers that will cause you potential heartache. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay, this doesn't look right at all, right? If you're going to give a shot, you might as well just get something. Oh, come on, Iketani-san. Oh, that's a huge blunder. Aye, and he pays for it. Well, he would have hit with a 5 as well. Okay, the only good side of this is that there are some blocks on the other side. And Iketani-san can enter with a 4, preferably, right? And maybe hit something. Now, the problem is he put a checker on the 2-point. Yeah, not ideal, right? So imagine he had made the recommended play of making the 4-point, and then Ueda-san hit with the 5, then at least he has a decent home board. Okay, out he comes. Out he comes. No. Oh, out he doesn't come. Holy moly. Sorry, my mistake. I thought we could give the double shot, but instead we give a triple shot, but we make our home board. Okay, good play, good play. I would have been out in a heartbeat. I have to be honest with you, because I was afraid of something like this. Ay. And Ueda-san's holding a 2 cube too. Okay, he comes in though. That's got potential. Okay, there's the race is still close. Interestingly, Okay, what's going on here? 6-4. I guess he's coming down and making the point. Yes, he's making the 9 point. Wow, this is exciting. But yeah, this match has been very tough for Iketani-san. He's just not been quite on the ball, I'm afraid. But let's face it, um, you have to understand the context. Basically, this is the third day that these players have been playing these matches, just like every hour and a half or so. And it's exhausting. It's really tiring. I made it to the semifinals myself, and I got um, I got beaten out by Ueda-san quite deservedly. But to be honest with you, I slept like a log. That night I was really exhausted. So that's got to be part of the calculus here, right? When we see some of these errors that perhaps they wouldn't normally make them, but the stress and the exhaustion is starting to take its toll. Previously in the semifinals, they were both playing really, really well, and now we're seeing not quite that quality, and it's the fatigue factor, I imagine. And let's face it, some of these decisions are really tough. Okay. Right, so Ueda-san is thinking about the best way to play this, and 9695, good. Double fives is good for the race, but the question is, can he roll a 6 before Ueda-san sort of points on him, or... Okay. He's gonna hit, right? He's just too far behind in the race. Yeah. Yeah, got a hit. So a 1 could do something. Not looking good. Okay, so redouble or not? Good question, right? It's interesting. It looks like redouble pass. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it's just too much. Just too much. Do you want to play for the match from this position by taking? I don't think so, right? Do you want to hold out hope that even at Crawford 7 away, that you still have more chances of winning than you have of winning this game from this position? Okay, here you have 6.5% winning chances, which, you do have more chances of winning from Crawford. This is the match equity kind of question that the top players are aware of. I'm sure Ueda-san's aware of as well, right? So what are the winning chances from Crawford 7 away? And that's the key question both Ueda-san and Iketani-san have to solve here. They should know it for a 7-point match. Sometimes when you're in longer matches, match equity calculations, it's hard to remember the tables and stuff like that. But in this case, again, to be honest with you, it's a little above my pay grade. I haven't learned enough of the match equities yet, but I seem to recall 9%? I could be wrong. It could be a little lower than that. But it's higher than 6.5%. Maybe someone in the chat can help me. Yeah, 9%. 9%. Okay. Sorry, because I'm sort of a, kind of a beginner commentator, I haven't been paying attention to the stream, to the live chat in the stream, I should say. Sorry. And so there's lots of interesting comments, and sorry that I haven't been paying attention. I've been really focused on the match. But yeah, thanks for participating in the chat, contributing your ideas. And entertaining people through your knowledge, through your humor. Amy Latuk it's found Ueda-san's tell, as they say in poker, right? He takes a drink when he's cubing. Wow, okay, that's a good thing to know, right? Once he drinks, then if I play him next time, I can expect a cube. Thanks for the tip, Amy. Much appreciated. Right, so um, Ueda-san should cube. It's a mistake not to cube this because you know, you might not cover and things could go south, right? But of course, it's always tough, right? You have a two cube, you're far ahead in the score. You know, redouble. It's for the match. If your opponent takes it, he's going to immediately redouble to 8, right? And um, so the question is for Ueda, he has to decide like, can his opponent take this? You know, basically it's the 9%, right? How do you estimate 9%? Good morning from Germany. Hi, Nora. Aha, he doubled. Well done. Well done. So now, hopefully Iketani-san has thought about this in the meantime, and he won't keep us waiting too long. Good job, Iketani-san. Yes, good. He knows his match equities. Fantastic. Okay, so it's Crawford. 7 away. Iketani-san has a long way to go, but we've all seen it happen. I participated recently in the Hong Kong Backgammon Club Championships, and I got to 6-0 in the final, and my opponent turned it around and won 7-6. So I was the runner-up. So I have memories of similar comebacks. Let's see if Iketani-san can pull it off and make this a really entertaining match. Okay, hitting loose. Here we go. It's back, so it's going to be a longer match, probably. A longer game, I should say. Not a blowout. Reroll. Double threes would have been nice. Let's see if he can keep those in the cup. I don't mean that I have a technique that keeps numbers in the cup. Don't misunderstand me. Don't we all wish we had that kind of technique when we needed it? I've had that kind of technique of like rolling the same number and dancing on the bar, so it can work both ways. Okay, so 4-2. This is interesting. Gotta hit, right? Gotta hit. Yes. Okay. Things are a bit even. Okay, anchoring is nice. Hitting, yeah, coming down and hitting. Seems reasonable. Okay, anchor's up. Both players have an anchor. And 3 men back. Orange has an extra homeboard point. 6-4. Are you just wrong? Oh, no, you're making the 2, are you? Yes, you are. Okay. Homeboard points are valuable. Out he comes. Yeah, not much else, unless you want to leave another shot. Okay, so do you give up your midpoint? You do not. Well, you give up your 8 point. Hey, come on, go slow. Wait a second, go slow, go slow. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. I like the making the 5 point though. That was a pretty move. Okay, that hits with one of the 6s. Which one? Probably that one, right? Especially since you're aiming at midpoint blot as well this way. But yeah, okay, there are different ways of looking at it. 4-6. Yeah, have to come down. Okay, so what's going on here? No, okay, orange has an anchor, so be a double pin. There's lots of blots you're shooting at, but there's duplication on the 6s. This is a bit of an airball, yeah, so yeah, you can hit, of course, but is it worthwhile, really? Just make the 3 point, yeah? Interesting. At least, you know, give your homeboard some teeth, you know? If you hit, you're not really doing much damage. Okay, 5-1. Now he makes the 5 point, of course. Nice homeboard. But green is aiming at checkers. He could roll well here with 5-2. Well, you're hitting something. I think. Maybe not. Orange home board is so strong, right? Okay, time is a factor now. Iketani-san is coming down to 1 minute. And if he wants to win this match. Okay, 14-7 was okay, but maybe not the best. Oh, it's worked out nicely. Okay. So orange has 4 back checkers. Interesting. Green has control of the outfield. It's nice, but still, it's very up in the air here. Can you make the bar point? Okay. Well, oh, geez. He's got to make the 4 point, right? Yeah, he's got to give the shot. Yes. Okay, so at least he has the anchor to back him up. Okay, that's painful. That's painful. But let's say he comes in. Then he does not. Okay, orange has a lot of time now. Well, has some time to get around. Hey, that's not great. I guess he is just coming down. Yep, okay. Green really needs to enter. Come on. Okay, that'll do it. So, I guess you're coming out. Yes. Hoping your opponent does not roll a 2. Does not. 6-1. Okay. So, outfield control. Let's see what he can make of it. Wow. This is tough. Wow. I guess you're just 16-10, 6-4. Yeah. 5 shot. 5 shot. That's a misser. Okay. I guess you keep on. No, you give up the anchor. Wow, and he sees it. That's a fearless play. But he has the stronger board. And it's a timing question, right? Oh, he didn't play it. Well, it's close, but notice, you know, it's what they call a timing question. It's the problem that orange can't afford to just sit back. Okay, that's a hit. That's a hit. Wow, very tough. Very tough to hit that. But don't forget, it's Crawford. Gammons don't matter to green. So this gives him the most winning chances. Okay, 4 to 5% more winning chances. And you don't have to worry about the gammon. And your opponent might dance. Okay, he needs to get out with the other one. 5-3. Yes, okay. You have to give your opponent 6s from the bar. 5-6-2-6-1-6. Does he roll it? 3-6 was the same number he rolled last time. Okay, 6-5. You play safe? You play safe. Orange's board is just too strong. Okay, he's in finally, and yeah, what do you do with this? Do you stay back? You do not. You want contact. You want, you know, gammons don't count at this score, right? So if he hits you, fine, let him hit me. But you don't have to worry about gammons at this score, and the contact is worth having, and building your home board in the right order is nice too if you can, like 3-1. I think you make your 4 point. Nope. You slot your 4 point. Well, making your 4 point is close. It's a close decision. I would have made the 4 point. Okay. All right. Have to play safe. Yeah. Right. Notice the pip count is very close. Yeah. So there's still a lot of work for green to do here. Get this around. Nice roll. That helps a lot. Okay, he's still got some points to clear in front of that 20-point anchor. 6-4. Okay. Let's see. Penny 6 could be a problem. Now, if possible, green would like to roll very low so that orange is forced off that anchor somehow. That would be ideal. Oh, no sixes. That'll do. That'll do. So let's see. 5 6. You know what? 2 6 3 6. Yeah. Not double six. There we go. There's the 2 6. Okay. Okay. Crucial rule for the match. Aye. Okay. I can hit and cover. Hit and cover. What? Come on. No, you don't. Wow. No, no. Oh, I would have done that too. I mean, he just didn't have enough time, I think. Yeah, he didn't have enough time to think about it, right? It was just too risky with the closed board. He could have just played safely, clear the 1 point. Ay, 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 ay. Iketani-san is taking this to heart. He's getting worn down by the so-called bad luck. Another. It looks like it's going to be another 7-0 match, which is hard to take. It was 7-0, 7-1, 7-0 in the first 3 matches. If Ueda-san wins this, wow, that can get to a player, right? But the nice thing is you can hope that your PR is doing well. But unfortunately, in this match, Iketani-san is going to get an unpleasant surprise. He's going to probably, he's almost certainly going to lose, and he's going to be very unhappy with his PR. And this is going to definitely swing the match in Ueda-san's favor. But the good news is there's still 3 more matches to go, so it's far from over. And Ueda-san, Iketani-san needs to really kind of take a little rest before the next match and just recalibrate and try to put it, get the right mindset. Just focus on playing well. Don't worry about the match score. Obviously there's some things you can do, right? In terms of how the dice pan out, but just focus on playing well, like he had been playing well up to for the last few days. Okay, so that's it, right? And looks like the score will be 4-2 in Ueda-san's favor. Wow, fantastic. Yeah, interesting. Ueda-san played at a 3, very decent. Okay, and so the average PR is probably, I don't think it's been recalibrated yet, but it will be, and Ueda-san probably will make up the difference now, right? Likely. Yeah, you're right, Vinny BG Reviews. Definitely time to refocus. Get away from the board, Iketani-san. Go for a little walk. Have a drink. Well, not a strong drink, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it'll help. Yeah. You could see from his facial expression, from his body language, this last match really got him down. So he needs to really kind of, understand. Okay, it's not over yet. Plenty to play for. Okay, yes, your opponent has been, seems to have the luck more, but no, I have to play better. Okay, that's the key mantra at this point. I need to play better. I need to really focus, especially on the cube decisions, right? And in the previous rounds, in the semifinals, in the qualifying rounds, he just played some amazing matches. He was spot on with the cube, just really good. The semifinal, he played amazingly. So he just needs to return to that form. And again, I don't know how tired he is, but they're both tired, no doubt. But Iketani-san really needs to find a way to, release some stress, release some negative vibes, emotions. Just maybe meditate. I don't know, but needs to let go of some of what's happened up to now. Okay. Now, to be honest with you, match one and match two, his PR was quite good, right? So this is an outlier. Okay, just take it as an outlier and accept it there. Okay, I'm going to sign off. We're going. Oh, no.
Tell them in 20 minutes.
Okay, so sorry. The next match will start in 20 minutes, apparently. Okay, so I'll stop the commentary for now, and we'll see you in 20 minutes' time. Okay, and for match four, let's hope that Iketani-san can come back strong. Thanks.
Thank you. Sorry about using this. But it was okay.
Okay,
yeah.
Everything's on?
Yeah. No, I think maybe it's still on. But, yes, you can.
Has Justin confirmed him?
Yeah, Justin confirmed. But
So I'll
Justin,
announce him at the end.
yeah, Justin, but doesn't know that we started earlier. So I sent a message, but maybe he's still sleeping. I'm not sure. But it's already like 8 o'clock in the morning.
So we'll see it soon.
He will see it, I think.
So at the end of this,
I will let
commentary,
you know. Yeah.
I can say,
Yeah.
stay tuned for Justin Noah, right? Okay. Okay, thanks. Oh, yeah. Got my phone. Okay, good. Yep. Hi everyone, this is Jay Badal, a Canadian backgammon player from Hong Kong, and I'm continuing the commentary for this match. Hopefully we'll have Justin Knoll to comment on the final two matches. We just have to get confirmation. Okay, so as you can see on the screen, the results are up, but the average PR hasn't been finalized yet, but the PR for the matches has been confirmed. So as you can see, Ueda-san is leading 4 points to 2 after the last match where he scooped, as they say here in Japan. He won both the match and the PR. Okay, and we're getting ready to start the fourth match out of 6 today. Yes, somebody asked, are they really playing 6 matches in one day? And the answer is yes. It's quite a toll. The Japan Open is starting tomorrow, so we need to finish today. Okay. Right, and the winner of this final will go to the semifinals of the Ultimate Backgammon Challenge, UBC, in Monte Carlo in July, where they will join other qualifiers, Michihito Kagayama and Marc Olsen, and another qualifier yet to be determined from the Stockholm Open a little later. Okay, so we started, and Ueda-san has brought 2 down. Okay, and Iketani-san slots correctly. Good knowledge of the opening, but 4 fours is not something, double fours is not something he likes to see after the slot. And he makes the 4 point. Okay, 2 men on the bar. Let's see, this could be an early cube. If it doesn't, oh, this is looking grim. Is it a cube? Yes, it is indeed, and it's already a pass. Yeah, that's just too much ammunition. 3 checkers on the 1. You know, what are your chances of making that second anchor at this point? Yeah, correct. To pass this. Okay. That was a quick game. Okay. Hopefully not a herald of things to come. Right, I'm checking the comments, and Vinny BG Reviews has asked if I'd run into Tom Dwan. He's a poker player, isn't he? I can't say that I know the poker crowd. So nope, haven't seen him. Okay, 6-1. That's a good start for Iketani-san. 4-2 is nice. Okay, Prime versus Prime shaping up here. Let's see who can split first. Well, run is good. Okay, and Ueda-san can't run in the same way, but he could jump over. A 2-2, okay. So what do you do with the 2-2? Usually, you make the 4-point 11-point, but the 4 points already made. So do you step up all the way? Well, you know, the race is... Yeah, you do step up all the way. Okay. The race is close. And, yeah, against that kind of structure, I think it makes sense, right? Good move by Ueda-san. Okay, 3-1. Yeah, well, he could have made the 5-point if Orange hadn't stepped up. Okay, so 3-1. What are we doing? Yeah, it's kind of uncomfortable, right? Yep, stepping up was better. This is not bad though. This is not bad. Okay, 5. Yep, 5-2. Right, green needs a nice roll to hit, and he does it. But he's got a blot in his home board. Let's see if he can dodge the bullet. Not a 3-2. Okay. Good. That's advantage to green here if he can safety the checker. Close to a cube. Close to a cube. Not quite, I imagine, right? Okay. Are you just going to stack here? Or are you going to take advantage of the blot in Orange's home board? And are you, how are you going to play this? No, I think you're just going to stack, right? There's no really positive way to play this, you know, like think, okay, I could leave a blot, but yeah, you just put it on the 6-point. Well, don't really need to do that, right? I know you like to have this spare checker, but okay. Anyways, Orange has a stronger home board, but 3 checkers back. Let's see if Green can get around, but now he could have, okay, now he's got a stack, right? Yes, okay. One way, it would, you know, apples and oranges, as they say, would have been the same thing, right? Or do they say apples and oranges? Okay, so 5 drew, this is interesting. Not a very useful move, the roll, I should say. Yeah, just slot the 2. That's what I was looking at, okay. But just getting rid of your midpoint is interesting, right? Because green has lots of time with those 2 extra checkers on his own midpoint. So are you really going to maintain that midpoint? So maybe that was the time to give it up anyways, right? Instead of slotting the 2, which is not ideal. So that's kind of the idea. You want to stay on your midpoint, you know, to keep an eye on your opponent's midpoint if he's kind of stripped, right? But if he's got a few extra checkers there, maybe not so useful. So anyways, Iketani-san's thinking about the cube, but probably too early. It's close though. Oh, so close, so close. It would have been an easy take though, right? So that's one of the arguments for if it's really kind of close, then don't give your opponent an easy decision, right? Okay, this is nice. This is nice. You don't have to worry about. Oh, that's interesting. It's a slight mistake, but I guess you know you're slotting. You got 2 points, 2 blots in your home board. Your opponent has 2 blots. That's true, but you have 2 blots, right? So you know, there could be rolls where you hit and cover one of the blots, one of the green blots, and you don't worry about, you know, necessarily a return shot because you've got return shots. So this is interesting, interesting. Not a big mistake though. Right, 6-3. Right, are you starting to, yeah, I think you want to come down, right? Yeah, you want to start clearing that back checker. The midpoint, I should say. Okay. What's going on? Let's see. Yeah, just make the 5 point. You could clear the 8 point, especially with 3 blots in the home board, but is there a point in keeping that checker on the bar point to keep an eye? No, there isn't, right? So might as well go. Okay, Iketani-san's still thinking about the cube, but it's very close still, very close. But again, an easy decision, so you don't necessarily want to give your opponent easy decisions. Hey, this is uncomfortable, but maybe you just make the 1 point and 6. Yeah. Okay, you don't want to like clear your 8 point quite yet. It's a nice block. Right? Orange is going to have to start moving back checkers, and you do want some block in front of it. Okay. 6-5. I think orange wants to stay back, right? Because there are uncomfortable 2s, for example. No. Nope, running is right. Running is right. Jumping out into the midfield and making the 2 point is perfectly reasonable. But running all the way is also good. Okay. And after this roll, the race is close, isn't it? Excuse me. Not an easy decision, but yeah. Seems reasonable. Ah, there's the 2. Would that have been a problem? Yeah, I wonder, eh? I was curious about the 2, and that was why I was thinking maybe of staying, but... Okay, double 4s. Yes, okay. The race is very close now. And orange is running out of time, so he's got to step up. Yep, okay. Making the 2 point is probably makes sense because there is still contact. But green has lots of spare checkers, right, to bring in, so he's not going to be forced off his own bar point anytime soon. Okay, we got a Mexican standoff, as it were, here, and let's see. There's still time for green especially, but orange might run out of time if he rolls a couple 6s, not double 6s. Yeah, he's just going to play down. Yeah, save the 6. Okay. It's getting tense. Race is still close. Somebody rolls a big double. That might be it. There's the 6 from orange. Wow, clearing was this was the time to clear. Interesting. And he would have been punished. If, yeah, it's always what if, right? Okay, double 2s. Got to count the race, Iketani-san. And that will determine what you do with these double 2s. Do you stay back? You stay back. It's just, yeah, orange has a bit of an advantage, and obviously you'd like orange to either leave a shot or start burying checkers, crunching, right? Puts orange under more pressure. Yeah, just considering what the best distribution is here. This looks right. Is this all? Right. Okay. Crunch away. Do you maintain a 5-point board? Probably, right? Yep. Just clear the 5 point. Double 3s is a nice roll. Nice roll. Finally, Iketani-san is getting some luck. But still, it's still close. It's still close. by no means over, but definitely green has the advantage here. It's not enough for a cube, surely. No, no. Not yet, Iketani-san. Do your count, do the math. You know it's no double yet. Even though he's behind in the match score, it's not enough really to justify a more aggressive cube here. Goes against the math. Okay. At this point, he should keep a running pip count, right? After he did the count. Because he's looking just for that first chance to cube. This could be a cube now. Probably, right? He probably has enough here. You know, especially the wasted pips on the wasted checkers on the 2-point for Ueda-san. It makes a difference. Yes, double take, and it's a blunder not to double this. Even though ostensibly the pip count is even, right? It's a take for sure. Yeah. Does he find it? Come on. No. It's, of course, if the pip count is equal, you tend to not double, right? But, of course, he's got some gaps now. Not pretty, but... So this is looking like a double pass. Iketani-san's probably gonna find this double now, at least. He's got 2 checkers off. He's a little ahead in the pip count, not a lot, but if you adjust the pip count because of the some wastage for orange, then yeah, I think you do get the double. Now the interesting thing here is the pass, and Ueda-san might actually make a mistake here. I could see a normal player making a mistake here. I can't vouch for Ueda-san making a mistake here. Yes, thanks for pointing that out, Vinny. The average PRs have been updated. So because of that disastrous last match, Iketani-san is like 1.5 PR points behind now, right? A little more than 1.5. So definitely Ueda-san has the advantage at this point. If the competition score turns out to be a tie after 6 matches, then the average PR determines the winner, and Ueda-san definitely has the advantage. And he's got the advantage in this match as well, right? But there's still lots of play in this match, so we can't count out Iketani-san yet. But let's hope he gets this cube decision. Yes, very good. So now let's see. This is a good chance for Ueda-san to make a mistake. Now his distribution looks so nice, right? And look at that gap that green has on the 4 and 3 points. Well, all he has to do is roll 4 and 3, and all of a sudden things look ugly. So to be honest with you, this is for me, this is a tough pass. Yeah, see, it's very normal to take that. Yeah. And it's basically almost a blunder, quite a large error. Okay, let's see, but there's the gap in the 4. Iketani-san wants to avoid 4s. He needs some 6s and 5s. Ueda-san doesn't need so many 6s and 5s. Okay. That's good roll. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it, even though there are gaps now. Ueda-san's taking off anything. Okay, still taking off 2 checkers, but highly unlikely next roll to take off 2 checkers. But luckily, Ueda-san is not rolling any doubles. A double from him could be a death null. Right, okay, that's about as good as you could expect. 6s would have been better, I guess. Okay, now this is very important roll for Iketani-san. He needs to do well. Okay, this, no, he's still got the advantage. He's still got the advantage, and that hurts. That hurts Ueda-san. That one. And it looks like it is over. Okay, so Ueda-san made the mistake with the doubles, so that brings the PR closer now, right? For this match. They're both playing somewhere around a 4. Okay. So 2-1 for Iketani-san. Is this the first time he's been leading in the final in a match? I haven't paid that close attention, but he only picked up 1 point out of 3 7-point matches. So very likely this is the first time he's leading. So maybe this gives him some encouragement, right? To breathe some fresh air into his mind. 6-4 points on his head. Let's see, what does green do from the bar? And that's not nice. Okay, but still too early for a double. So 6-5, do you run? Well, I'd stop and just think about it at least. 6-5. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's not automatic, right? 6 and hit with the 1. Interesting. But green anchors, so in the end it worked out. It wasn't an error or anything like a big error or anything like that. Okay, so 2 checkers have escaped, but you know, position is not very flexible. Yeah, so the question is, do you slot 2 checkers because you might get a shot next turn? No, yeah. It's close, but I would just go 13-8 because there are some awkward rolls for orange next turn, and 1 blot I'll take, but 2 blots, you know, it might be hard to hit and tidy that up. So good play, Iketani-san. 5-4. Is he gonna play to the 2-point? Really? 13-9. Come on, it's got to be 13-9, right? Yes, yes. Green doesn't have a board yet, okay? So if he hits, he hits. Even if he hits and covers, you know, it's okay. Not a disaster, but you can't start burying checkers this early. Come on, Ueda-san, you know better than that. Right? No need to be so conservative this early in the game, right? Well, you don't want to get hit, and you might not get hit, but yeah, there you go, right? Better to be flexible. Take the risks now while you know your opponent doesn't have a dangerous home board. Now you do want to not leave a shot if you can avoid it. Okay, but taking the chance then was right. Oh, come on, make the 5-point. I think the blocking point is right here, right? You know, be careful, right? They tell you always make the 5-point if you can make it. Well, here's an exception, right? Pay attention to the context. You know, rules of thumb and backgammon are great to have, but always pay attention to the specific situation on the board because there are exceptions. Context is key in backgammon. Okay, this is a good roll for the race, but Iketani-san correctly stays back, keeps the pressure on orange. That's a nice roll by orange. He's got lots of flexibility now. Well, not lots. 6s don't play necessarily very well, but at least he does have those spares, so smaller roll is what he's looking for. 5-1 is awkward. What are you doing with this? Just playing to the 2 point. 6-1, 2-1. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That way you can, you know, a 6 you can just make another point on the 2-point, right? So make the 1 point and then a 6 you can play to the 2 and you get a point. Yeah. Ah, okay. This is a mistake. This is a mistake. You know, what happens if you roll another uncomfortable 6? Are you going to play another 6 to the 2 point? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. There you go. Are you going to give the shot? Are you going to make your bar point and give the shot? I'm not always looking at it. Maybe, because... Yeah, no, it's too much. It's too much. Yeah. You're just going to play to the 1 point, right? I don't think he's going to take this chance. Of course, it's nice you have the outside block, but your opponent's homeboard is just too strong. Yeah, it's just, can't risk it. Can't risk it. You know, backgammon is a game of risk management, I tell my students, right? And sometimes you can afford to take risks. Sometimes it's just too costly if the risk doesn't pay off. So, you know, that's part of an important skill in backgammon, is to be able to weigh the risks. And, you know, if you're not really sure, you can read some good books about it. You can hire a coach or teacher. This is one of the key learning points, is how to assess risk in backgammon. Because, you know, there are probabilities, right? And you got, you know, that's part of your formula for calculating risk, but it's also in terms of the likely cost if your risk goes wrong, and it sometimes does, right? So how bad is the cost? That's part of your risk calculus. So something to work on if you haven't got it, you know? If you don't feel comfortable in terms of risk assessment in backgammon, it's a key skill to improve. Okay, double fives. Very nice, very nice. Okay, so green, orange is way ahead in the race here, but he does have some work to do to clear that 8 with the gap on the 5 point, the gap on the on his 7 point. So, but it is a cube. Let's see, Ueda-san, is he going to take a drink before he cubes? Let's see if the tell is a reliable one. Does he have a drink? I don't see it in the camera picture. So according to XG, good, he found it. And Iketani-san should take this. They're, you know, he's far behind in the race, of course, but with those gaps, there is enough equity to take, to hit. According to XG, he's got 25%. Okay, it's not much racing equity, but keep in mind that orange will lose some racing equity, probably in trying to bring in those checkers safely. Good take, Iketani-san. He doesn't look particularly happy about it. Oh my gosh. Ueda-san is on fire today. You know, I played him in the semifinal and he was getting some... I was winning some matches just because of his bad luck, but he seems to... he seems to have turned that around somehow. So, you know, wow, what a roll. Fantastic. Okay, so green still has some hitting equity, not a lot. You know, it has to do with how many threes orange rolls. Right? Those are the income. Can orange clear his 6 point before he rolls too many threes? Yeah, so this is one of the rationales for like getting a checker off the 6 point and not taking 2 off. You don't have so many gammons from this position, but you do want to not leave a shot, right? Yeah, time to go, time to go. Even though it looks, you know, kind of scary, you might get pointed out, pick and pass, but that's the right play. Okay, 4-3 is not particularly comfortable. Is he gonna clear another checker from his 6 point? Yeah, that's the right play. And making the 1 point. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, making yourself kind of all even at the top of your home board. Okay, so this is where Iketani-san wants to see a 6-3. Other threes are uncomfortable, but not shot leaving, right? 5, well, 4-3 particularly. Oh, okay, but okay, if he rolls a big double, orange, I should say, then Iketani-san will get a shot. He's trying to keep himself from running out. Okay, good, so that he might still have a chance if Ueda-san takes off 2 big ones, but no, this is yeah, this is too good. I don't think he can afford to stay much longer. Yeah, I think he has to go. There's no point in staying, right? Yeah, it's time to go. With the sort of even number of checkers up top, he has, you know, obviously like a 6-2 or a 5-2 might be uncomfortable, but in the meantime, he's going to have to crunch his board. So even if you get a shot, you know, your winning chances become lower. And you don't want something like this to happen, right? Where all of a sudden the gammon chances leap up and you're still way back there. So this takes away the gammon, which is obviously important. Okay, so Ueda-san wins 2 points from this game. Well played by both players in this match, both under 3 in PR. Okay, so the score is going to be 4 away, 5 away for Ueda-san. Close match. Finally, we have a close match in terms of match score, so that's good. You notice, yeah, players are perhaps taking extra shape just because there is such a thing in this competition as a resign error, and you could get dinged for that if you resign too early. So instead of just expending mental energy on calculating whether you have to resign or not, you just throw the dice until it's absolutely obvious. You don't want to make a resign error, a pointless error for that. That might affect your PR. Okay, so here we go. 4 away, 5 away. Orange could send the cube in a gammonous situation to try to finish the match. Okay, double 5, so the racing lead for green. So 2 down, yeah, because of the after double 5s, you generally don't want to split, right? So good play, but that's a hit by Iketani-san. Nice roll, but there are returns. Now, but returns, that's a good return. I was going to say the stripped midpoint for orange makes some of the returns less than desirable, but that's a good one. Okay, 5-1, you're going to hit. That's right. Unstack that 6 point. And hope your opponent doesn't roll 5. That's a 5, so we got a double hit going, surely. Go for the gammon, right? Yes. Because if green doesn't perform, you know, if something goes poorly for... Oh, okay, not bad, but at the score, I'd be inclined to do the double hit. Yeah. It's not a big mistake, if it's a mistake at all, right? We'd have to see on plus analysis for XG, but I'm curious about that one. Okay, you got to step up. Yeah. Orange has 3 checkers back. Green has 3 checkers back. So you want to get that back checker moving. 1-1 is kind of uncomfortable here for orange. So can he jump out? He can. He might as well, right? Go all the way to the 14. That's the game plan. Is you know, we got basically a mutual holding game. So you want your spare checkers. There's a bit of a fight for the outfield here, and you want some spare checkers out there to fight for the outfield. Okay, 3-1 is orange stepping up with the 3, but then where's the 1? That's the problem. I guess you're not. Yes. Yes. Ugly, but what can you do? Sometimes you gotta play the ugly play. Right. No double yet, of course. Okay, 5-1. Just play safely, I guess. You notice I pretty much always say I guess because it's hard to be absolutely certain in backgammon, isn't it? You know, there are certain moves where you can predict with a fair bit of certainty, but XG will, you know, continually surprises me when I think you know, it's an obvious play, and then it says no, you should do this, and I'm like, oh boy, okay. So that's why, you know, again, when I'm teaching, I say to my students, you know, don't assume things are obvious. Do look at the options, right? That's a very important habit. Is even if a move looks obvious, just do a quick look at the options, because there might be an option that in that context might make more sense, right? So be careful about automatic moves, moving quickly without looking, you know? That's a key way to improve. And it's something even, you know, I'm working on even now, just trying to have that measured pace of moving so that I have, even if I play a quick move, I have a quick look around. Okay, let's get back to the game. So orange, green has been making some progress here. He's done some good things in his home board in terms of making points. Wow, this is interesting, right? Yeah, this is a bit too big for Ueda-san. Too many blots. It does duplicate 2s, of course, to hit both on the opponent's 7 point, and on Iketane's side, Iketane's 4 point. But yes, this is better. This is better. It's just too many blots. The extra blot and the extra attacking chances, it's a bit much, especially when you're outboarded. And yeah, I mean, you know, the mini prime of the 6, 7, 8 point is, you know, it's useful to maintain until you can't. But in these kind of mutual holding games, generally you want to move your spare back checker, generally speaking, right? And as long as you have that anchor to fall back on, you know, there are exceptions, of course, but that's kind of the first thing you look at is just bring, you know, get, you know, you have a chance, you come in and send it out again. And notice again, a 6, right? Green's midpoint is stripped. So if he rolls a 6 to hit, you know, he's not going to be particularly happy with it. He's going to be ceding some outfield control to orange. So it's worth jumping out here, especially because of that stripped midpoint. Yeah, Vinny, play without fear. But you know, it's one thing to say play without fear, but you know, don't be a kamikaze, okay? I wonder, you know, kamikazes in World War II, did they really fly without fear? I don't think so. I don't think so. Okay, big play. Big play. Pick and pass? Probably. Yes, yes. So now, if orange dances, could be trouble. It's cocked on the edge of the dice somehow. Okay. 4-4. Nice roll, I think. You know, it's okay. It's okay, but not a killer roll like some double 4s. Okay, what's happening now? The game is pretty much even. A 4-2 would be manna from heaven. Okay. What are we doing with the 3-2? Okay. Hit and go to the 1. Not nice. Do we just play safe? Go to the 3. Hitting makes some sense just because orange has a blot in the home board. And an anchor, of course. 13-8. Yeah. Okay. Let's not get... let's not go crazy, right? I might as well just maintain a good position. There are indirects, but that blot in the home board is kind of insurance against indirects. It's a very weak insurance. But insurance nevertheless. Yeah, the anchor is the insurance actually, and the blot is the opportunity. But yeah, no need. Okay, a little mistake. Understandable. Understandable. Aye, and now he gets a stronger home board in the meantime. And what are you doing now? Aye, well, okay, you're just playing safe again. More checkers to the 3, right? This is... Oh, no! He wants... actually, it's in hit, but it's close. It's close. Hitting is tough. Hitting is tough. And Iketani still has a memory of the last match when he hit like this, right? He kind of came in and hit loose, and Ueda-san has a hot hand. He's thinking he's gonna hit me again, and he's got a 4-point board, but a 4-point board is not a closed board as it was last match. Okay, good play too. Well, yeah, it's understandable. Understandable. But this is the problem, right? When you start bearing checkers, then it's almost like a magnet. You start bearing more and more, and your position becomes less and less flexible. So this is why he could have played 13-8 earlier. Yeah. Okay, 6-5. In you go. Oh, I see. You can clear the 8-point. I presumed he was just going to the 2. But... Oh, sorry. It's... What? Am I What's... Oh, right. Of course. I'm forgetting about those back checkers. Of course. You don't need to... You shouldn't clear the 8-point while you still have those back checkers. Jeez. Okay, yeah. You're coming out with 2 checkers. But going to the 2-point is still reasonable. How many indirects are there if you come out with 2? Quite a few. But they have to be big numbers, right? Or doubles. And it would have paid off. It would have paid off. Now Iketani-san is going to have some trouble in terms of getting around the outfield. Yeah. There's the 4-2. Ueda-san escaped it just in time. Now, maybe you come out? 4-2? Give the 1? No. Well, it's close. It's so close. I'd be tempted to come out, to be honest with you. Yeah, this is tough now. How are you going to get those checkers around the outfield safely? Just doubles, right? Ooh, double 6s. What's going on there? How does that work? Oh, that's lovely. Oh, my. You're just coming to the 6, right? No, hold on. Oh, you're just coming out with 1. That's interesting. You leave kind of a checker on the 5-point. Oh, it's close. It's close. This is is this the natural play? No, going to the 2 somehow. Wow. Yeah. I think Ueda-san could have spent a little more time on the options. That's the problem with doubles, right? Is you generally should spend a little more time on doubles because of the multiple possibilities of how to play it. Okay, this is the problem. This is why 6-5 was the right play earlier, right? Is you need to do this at some point, so you might as well do it when your opponent has, yes, multiple indirect shots, but not a huge number. Yeah, but now he's got to pass. It's just too many shots. So 3s are duplicated. But yeah, This is too much. What's the pip count? Well, green is ahead in the pip count, so he might be tempted, but look at his home board as well. That's quite miserable. Interesting, interesting. Iketani-san is definitely tempted by this. This was potential. This is potential blunder. This has blunder potential, right? Both in missing the cube. Not sure how many people would miss the cube unless they were paying a little too much attention to the pip count. But there we go, blunder city. Okay, he's got to hit loose, but right, the home board is the problem. Even if green hits back, and he doesn't. He needed to pass that. It's covered. So now Ueda-san is thinking about gammons and picking up that second checker. And he can think about it because green's home board is not looking good. Oh, even slotting the one? Slotting the one is a bit much. Yeah, because, you know, 1-3 or something like that, right? Or, yeah, even 1-2 you take, right? What is this? Why? No, of course you're making the 5 point. No, he's just, it's good. He has enough time on his clock. He's looking at possibilities, right? I talked about the value of looking at possibilities, options, even some we would not normally consider. Ueda-san is quite good at looking at options. And notice he leaves these checkers above the point, right? And that's a very good habit, right? Just in terms of resetting your position. It should almost be mandatory in back. He didn't make the 5 point. Oh, this is right. Is this right? Yes, this is right. Wow. What? I should have paid more attention to that. Hitting 2 checkers. Wow. So going for the gammon, and again, the risk was not high because even if you get hit, you know, you could pick up even more checkers. So, oh boy. Iketani-san is in trouble. Wow, Ueda-san is so strong. Double 4s, is that... That's not bad, I guess. Are you playing 6-2, yeah? The problem is the open 1 point, right? Yeah, you're playing 6-2. You know, the problem is 5s don't play really well otherwise. You know, like, how do 5s play now? Well, let's see. I mean, one of the ideas, of course, by playing 6-2 is you give yourself more chances to play to the 1 point, you know? Like, to make or attack on the 1 point. I think that's one of the considerations. But it's quite unusual to leave 3 checkers on the 6 point like this. But again, green's home board is quite weak. Okay, so orange is going to attack this if he can. And 5s would be quite useful to attack. See? Yeah, that's exactly the point of 6-2. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, well, is this actually what Iketani-san wants? Not really. Gammon chances are going very high now. Okay, he needs a 1 desperately here. And even then, can he save the gammon? Okay, that's crucial. That's crucial. But he's got an ace point game, as they say. So there are some shots. And notice orange's structure is not ideal, right? He's got those extra checkers on the 3 and 2. And so this could, depending on the rolls, this could lead to some shots. But again, his home board, green's home board is a mess. Yeah, that's the problem. You know, if you're playing any kind of, you know, looking for a shot or something like that. Oh, this helps a lot. This helps a lot. So what does he do? He makes the 5 point, almost certainly. Okay. So, you know, really be careful about compromising your home board structure. Especially if you're hoping, you know, to get back in the game with a shot or something, you know. You're willing to take more risks in order to not compromise your home board structure in a situation where you might need to get a shot to win or something like that. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's see. That was a nice roll to help. So what's going on here? 3-3. This is uncomfortable. No, he's just going to clear from the 5, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's not ideal, and it does reduce the number of gammons, but I'm not sure you can take off 3 and then play to the 2. That gap could be very costly. And yes, well, the key is the green's homeboard has actually improved a little, right? So all of a sudden you have to be a little more careful as orange. Yeah, I mean there's still yes, you're quite right. Long live Crow. I'm not gammon chances go down, but certainly there are still gammon chances. Okay, so that was a blunder. That was a blunder with Ueda-san. He needed to clear the 5. Right, let's slot the 1. Let's slot the 1. Yeah, even if you get a shot, if you get hit, you can recirculate it and hit again. That's a decent roll. Okay. But yeah, how does 5-1 or 2 or 4-1? 4-1 is okay, but 5-1, 6-1, not good for orange. Okay, so you are 5-2, right? So you are making the 1 point. Yes, for sure. Okay, let's see. 5-1, 6-1. Obviously, 3-1, 3-1 as well. Jeez. 2-1, no, 3-1. 5-2 is perfect. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Of course, there's still shots, but that could have been disastrous for Ueda-san, and 3-1 is the worst. Yeah, doesn't take any off. Okay, what's going on here? That's all? Oh, he doesn't have to leave a shot. That's so funny. Okay, but still, odd number. I think he's got to run with 1 checker now. Iketani-san. Wow, he doesn't have to run both, does he? 1, 2, no. Okay. Yeah, you got to cover, right? Yeah. No hesitation. Okay, here we go. 4-2. Double shot. Double shot. And a closed board for green. But he really wants to hit on the 1. Because if he picks up 1 checker, he's not going to be the favorite. But if he picks up 2 checkers, then it will be, I can't say with 100% certainty, but I would kind of guess he'd be pretty close to being the favorite. Might as well take it off indeed. Missed. Wow. Incredible. Now he's going to get gammon for the match. The match is over. Wow. What an outcome. Hey, what's the luck going on here? Yes, the luck factor is crushing. I haven't paid much attention to the luck factor in the other matches, but I imagine that Ueda-san has a huge advantage with the luck. But yeah, it looks. What's the PR? I didn't have a chance to look at the the preliminary PR for this match. Let's hope the transcriber can give us a quick look. Oh, is he catching up on some of the transcription here? 当たらなかったとてどうするつもりだってなってもね。Let me ask if they can show us the PR. どこが大したエラー I sent them a message. Please show us the match PR. I didn't have a chance at the end.
まあ外してくれても大変だからね、こっちね。20がね。外して26触れるまで。
Let's see. Mochi is sending me a message. Hideaki won the PR for this match. So it's a scoop. Ah, there it is. Preliminary. 339 and 4 point something. There we go. 339, 4.21. Okay. So yeah, that looks like another scoop, as they say, which means Hideaki, if the results stay the same, then, which is likely, then Hideaki, Ueda-san will have a commanding lead of 6-2. Wow. But look at that, 4 matches in a row that he's won. And let's face it, Iketani-san is a good player, right? And he's just rolling really well and playing quite decently, okay? I mean, to be honest with you, 3.39 for Ueda-san is a little above his average. Right? Definitely 4.2 is above Iketani-san's average. But still, it's quite, you know, all of us would be quite happy with that PR.
So next match in 25 minutes.
Okay, I've just been told that the next match is in 25 minutes with Aha. So Mochi-san will be actually doing the commentary, not Justin Noel. So maybe it's a bit too early where Justin is. But yeah, so imagine if Iketani-san had like hit at least one of those checkers, right? We would have had at least one extra game and possibly 2 checkers, and then things would have turned around. But that's backgammon. Yeah, you just have to accept that sometimes things don't go your way. So it's likely to be 6-2 for Ueda-san, which means we have 2 more matches left, and Ueda-san has a 4-point lead. So Iketani-san has to scoop in the next match, in the next 2 matches, which means he has to win the match and he has to win the PR in the next 2 matches in order to have a chance. But even then, the average PR decides the winner. So Ueda-san, you can see they're still calculating the average PR and they're still finalizing the PR from match 4, right? And Ueda-san is likely to have quite a big advantage, even in terms of average PR. So Iketani-san's, it's a big mountain to climb for Iketani-san. It's still possible though. And come to think of it, I was in a similar situation in the semifinal against Ueda-san, 6-2 also down. And it ended after match 5. I couldn't scoop, as they say. And so it is possible that the next match will be the last one. Again, we're starting in 25 minutes. But fingers crossed for all of you that like exciting backgammon and high quality backgammon. It is possible for Iketani to scoop match 5, and then we definitely will have a match 6. And if Iketani-san scoops match 6, then we'll have to go to the average PR for a decider. But you can imagine that not only does Iketani-san have to scoop both matches, but he's got to somehow force Ueda-san to make some substantial blunders and not make similar blunders himself, Iketani-san. But certainly you're right, JBL Mochi. If he does scoop the next 2 matches, then it means he's won the PR in both matches, which could lead to a much closer average PR, depending on how close the PRs are for those matches. And so in terms of the mindset for Ueda-san in the next 2 matches, he actually, all he has to do is just focus on playing the right move, right? He doesn't have to worry about winning or losing at all, right? As long as he plays at a high level, okay, and really focuses and makes the right decisions without any fear, right? Because you don't have to worry about losing the match. You just have to worry about playing the right moves. Then he will be the winner of this final, because presumably then his PR will be very good, and either he won't lose the PR point, or even if he does lose the PR point, it will be so close that Iketani-san won't be able to make up the difference in average PR. Okay, but note though that you know, it is possible. Look at the match 1 and match 2. Iketani-san did outplay Ueda-san in both those matches in terms of PR, and you know, more than a point better, almost, right, in both cases. So it's not outside the realm of possibility for Iketani-san to pull this off in the last 2 matches, but he's not trending in the right direction, right? And let's face it, like, how many matches in a row is Ueda-san going to win? You know, 4 matches in a row is already something. Nothing to sniff at. You know, to be honest with you, the main reason why I got into the semifinals, I didn't have the best PR, but on the last day we played 3 matches for the qualifying rounds, and I won 3 matches in a row, and I beat Ueda-san, I beat Oliver Squire, and I beat Saito-san, and they were like in the top 4 going into those 3 rounds, and that was key. And then I managed to beat Saito-san just barely. You know, we actually had a tie in the PR, and so they had to go to deeper analysis, and I just pipped them, and that put me into the semifinals. But so yeah, like, how many matches in a row can you win? But Ueda-san's got a hot hand today, very hot. So who knows? But you would expect, in terms of probability, and you know, Iketani-san's a great player, so you would expect him to win at least 1 match, right, out of 6, maybe 2 matches out of 6. But who knows, right? Okay, so anyways, still worth sticking around. I hope you'll stick around. Please hit the like button, okay, and support the channel. Thanks to Mochy for organizing the stream. Thanks to Hossein Paknahad for taking care of the technical side of streaming, okay, supporting us with that. Thanks to the transcriber. I'm not exactly sure who the transcriber is, or has been for this match. They've been switching it up a little. Yeah, and as I said, Mochi-san will be the commentator for the last 2 matches, or at least the next match, and then we'll see if we need a match 6. Fingers crossed. Okay. And thanks everyone for your comments, and please continue to contribute your ideas, your thoughts, your reactions, and your insights, your emotions. It's always fun to read the chat. I apologize because I'm really focused on the board and what's happening there, and sometimes I don't pay enough attention to what's going on in the live chat. But I'm sure your fellow chatters appreciate your fun and interesting and insightful comments as well. And certainly, if anyone can contribute ideas or principles, learning points, please do so. We can, even experienced players, we appreciate ideas, reinforcing principles and things like that. We're all trying to get better, right? And that's one of the reasons why we're watching this. Another reason is just the excitement, and watching quality players go at it in this kind of format. Thanks to Backgammon Galaxy for organizing the UBC. Thanks to the Japan Backgammon Association for sponsoring this competition. It's just been fantastic. Hopefully we'll have more opportunities in the future to have these kinds of qualifying events, and more of you will have a chance to participate and give it a try, and it's tough, and in some cases it's humbling, right? Like I really have found I play much better online than I play face to face in this kind of competition. My PR could have been better, and I think I play better PR online. But that's part of the challenge of this format is being able to being able to perform right in face to face where you don't have the pip count readily available and you know in terms of time even like it's much faster, you can move much faster online usually, and you know it takes a little longer to move face to face, and but the fatigue factor, as I mentioned earlier, that's another thing, right? You're playing a lot of matches, and if you make it to the finals, you've played how many matches? 7 qualifying matches and 6 semi-final matches, and then 6 final matches, right? So 19 matches, 6 and 6, 7 and 6 and 6, yeah, 19 matches within a 3-day period, right? So that's a lot, and it's a lot of pressure. You have to be on focus, right? If you want good PR, you've got to be completely focused. You've got to, you know, be really in the flow, and it's not easy to maintain over such a period. So yeah, let's see. So I'm gonna sign off now, and Mochi-san will come in soon enough, and yeah, I'm gonna be watching along with you guys and see if Iketani-san can make this a match. He still has a chance, and I'd like to see him win at least one match, right? And let's go to the 6th, like scoop one match, and then let's see what happens in match 6. Hoping for a couple more matches. Okay, thanks very much. This is Jay Vidal signing off, and again, thank you very much for watching and participating with your chats, and again, please hit the like button. Okay, it helps to with the YouTube algorithm and making the channel visible to other people that might be interested in backgammon, high quality backgammon. Thanks very much.
Yes, I'm ready. Okay, players are about to begin. So far score is 6-2 for Hideaki. Hideaki already collected half the points, so he only needs to win 1 point. So from Naoki's point of view, Naoki needs to scoop 2 matches in a row, then wishing to win on average PL. This is a pretty high task, but of course nothing is impossible. So all he needs to focus is just to win just need to focus scooping the next match. Okay, here we go. Possibly the last match of UBC Japan. This match, Naoki is in blue, Hideaki is in orange. Double ace. Four, three. Even before the tournament starts, Hideaki was Hideaki was supposed to be the favorite, and he's proving it. He's having a best PR, and he's crushing his opponent in the final. But Naoki actually outplayed him first 2 matches today, so he could repeat that in this match. 4-1. Double sixes. Yeah, Hideaki being very lucky today so far. He won 4 matches in a row, so that helps him a big time. If he had win only 2 matches, then the score would be 4-4. It's gonna be a close match, but he's been very lucky in the match outcome. So the score is 6-2, 3-5. Is it double already? It's close. I mean, orange is up 19. Orange may lose the market by loading double 6, double 5, double 4, double 3 even, double 2 even, yeah. Basically, he's gonna lose the market almost all the doublet except double 1. Computer suggests it's a double take, easy take, of course. But this is Hideaki's favorite game. Hideaki doesn't need a complicated game. He just because the average PR matters, and on average PR, Hideaki also leading. So Hideaki just have a simple game for next 2 matches, and even if he is outplayed on all those matches, he still probably be upside in the PR race. Anyway, he decided to double. Right decision. And also in a UBC game, you need to double a little bit quicker. You don't want to see repeated mistake. If you double early, then you have 1 mistake. But if you keep missing the double, you're gonna penalize by all those cubes. 3-1. I would just slot. Yeah, 7 and 10. That's great. 5-3. 5 down, and I guess I'm gonna go to 3 point. Okay, Naoki gonna slot. come down. Pretty basic stuff. 6-3 is not what he was looking for. He gonna play 8-2 and maybe 5-2. Six, 5. He wanted to make a 4, but he couldn't, so that's fine. 6-2. Hideaki needs to strip all the points, so his next 6 will be very dangerous. Like 6-1 would be a shot. 6-4 would be a shot. Or even low like 5-1 is very ugly. 4-3. I think he needs to keep the midpoint. He needs some contact. He can play naturally from the 8 point. Yeah, looking good, looking good. 5-3 is amazing. But he still needs to keep break the 10 point. For 1 and played 3-2-1. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, those plays are so standard. I wouldn't expect to see any major mistakes from either side. I'm pretty sure they're playing sub-0 now or sub-1. 6-4 is kind of unwanted roll. He needs to spend precious spare checkers on the 8 point. Now stripped again, so 6-1 gonna leave a shot, 6-4 even gonna shot, and low like yeah, any 6 is kind of ugly. 6-5 is very ugly. Five one is also very ugly. Yeah, what's cooler than that? Sub-0. Oh, 6-3. He needs to go. He should not break the anchor. Sorry, he should not break the board. So, oh, he should. Interesting. He should keep the anchor, actually, because 6-2 or 6-4, you'll be picking on pass. Especially 6-4 is a big swing. So, can he find it? Wow, that's impressive. That's impressive. Look at his face. He's still serious. He's not giving up. Iketani is still fighting. Double ace. Two. Yeah, it doesn't really matter whatever you do. I would just create a 6 point. I don't need a blot, I don't think. Here comes the shot. Ball is big. Well, Iketani-san needs to win, at least. He needs to scoop, but at least he needs to win first. 4, great shot. And go to 17, nice. Interesting, 6-3 is a great shot. I told you, Hideaki-san is being very lucky. He's not gonna dance against 5-point board. So this is what, 7 and 12, 6, 9 numbers get hit, double 6, double 4, double 3 as well. So it looks like a 9 numbers. If you stay back, only 10. So it's gonna be 3 numbers. So much fewer numbers to get hit in the very next row, but it is safer in the long run. Great play, 4-6. 4-6 misses. He should just go to the 10 point, 6 point. Wow, look at that. Hideaki played 0. Two, 1. Maybe pick and pass. Maybe pick and pass. I'm not sure. I think I would do, yeah. Lace is not dead yet, also. 3-1. Yeah, only one shot. Exactly. Maybe get closer so that his 6 will be direct. Three, 4, 3, 4. 4 and 3 leaves 5 numbers. If you stay back, it's also 5 numbers. So looks like a best play. Only 8. 8 is not coming. Okay. Okay, Hideaki is down 7. Still in the range. Double 2, good shot. Yeah, no reason to complicate, just bring it in and take off. Yeah, you can do that, but it's also important to take 2 off from the heavy stack deuce point. You want to unstack the deuce point, and you can do so, so you should do so. This is fine, of course, but well, it's actually not fine. This looks like a blunder. Almost a blunder, 7% mistake. You should just bearing off. Okay, this is too fancy. Double 6s. Wow. So this may be a double pass, almost all the row. 6-5. I don't think it's enough. I mean, lace is close, but blue has 6 rolls to take off, and green has 7 rolls to bearing them off. So that means green needs to roll doublet twice, or once, and blue should miss. Yeah, this is too much. It's a big pass. Yeah, Iketani started nicely. I didn't see the PL. But it should be fine. What is his current PL now? Does anybody know? Yeah, this is a gigantic pass. It is 6 roll, 7 roll, so orange needs to roll doublet twice, or blue needs to miss once and orange needs to double once, which is too much to ask. Yeah, I feel like Hideaki is not really thinking, he's just making sure, 100% sure this is a pass. but I bet he's gonna drop this. Hi, Palis Bijo. Thank you for coming. Hi, Macongayer. Thank you for co-commentary from Las Vegas. This is like a dead game. Yes, it is dead. So what's up here? Show it to me, please. Show me the PR. Okay. So Iketani is leading in the PR 1.0, 1.79. Hideaki made a mistake in bearing in. He played too fancy. He should just take off. He played, you know, filling the gap, but it was a little bit too much. 5-1. No, 5-1 should be split even at this score, although it's not a big deal. Yeah, Hideaki knows it. Hideaki remember it. 4-5, split them down. Usual opening stuff. Double 6 is, this is the double 6s in the opening phrase is most difficult to play, I think. You can do, you can make the deuce point, you can hit the ace point, or you can step up maybe. You can play 4 times from the midpoint. Yeah. The deuce point happened to be the best play, but making an ace point is not that bad, and everything else is just bad. This point is right because blue has no builders in his side of the board. So even if orange gave him a free roll, blue doesn't have much of a good numbers anyway. Okay, Hideaki chose to make the ace point, which is okay. Double ace. He dances. Wait a moment. I mean, orange has 11 checkers in the zone. It maybe not, but maybe double actually. It's close. It's borderline because 0-2. Yeah, if it's a normal score, it's not gonna be a double. But at this score, it's maybe double. I mean, what do you think, Matt? Seems like a double take. Matt agree with me, and this is a double take because of the score. If score being 0-0, maybe actually maybe double still, but very small double, 5-2. Just go out. Good double, by the way, and a good take by Iketani. Iketani needs to roll a 5. Any 5 is great. 5 is good. Slotsky, and yeah, 5 point. Nice. 4 came up. Yeah, 4-3. For 1 needs to hit back. Great. Blue is down in the race anyway. He doesn't mind getting hit back. It's okay. Now he may have a double anchor, so which may favor for him. Double 3 is fine. Double 3 is great. Any 4 is great. 4-3, he gets that, and hit blues to the 5 point. Easy play. And look at the winning chance. Blue wins 49%. Blue wins 49%. Now more than 50, I think. But of course, since he's leading 2-0, his doubling point would be much, much higher. He's gonna make a 5 point with the double 5. And the last, yeah, he's gonna take out 25 and 2015. Yeah, looks well balanced. He's still down a lot of pips, but positionally he's leading. He needs to enter. Now blue needs to hit loose, deuce, fours, nines, 11s. or making a point like 5-3, 4. I said 4 hit loose, and yeah, gonna go to the 14. Five one is pretty bad. He's gonna play 13-8. Now he needs to cover. Deuce, fours, nines, tens. Deuce, I said. Deuce is good. 5, maybe 13-8, because you don't really care about getting hit on the 14. No, computer doesn't like it, but it's close. So 14-9 is the best play, just normal play. All right, orange needs 6x. 6-5 is the best. 2-1 is not what he wanted. It's okay. Blue wants to make a bar. 3-2. So speaking of extra builders, what about 2 down? Yeah, 2 down is the best play because orange has a blot on a 3-point. Also, blue is way down in the lane. So blue's game plan is priming orange. To do that, he needs to make a 7 points. To make the 7 point, you need more builders. So play 13, 11, 13, 10, 2 down, and you have like 4 builders to the 7 points. And if you get hit, then you have a return shot from the bar. I believe Iketani knows about it. I expect him to do that. In fact, if you play normal looking 13-8, it's a blunder. So the second best is 13-10 and slot to the 7 point, because 7 point blue is really needed. Yeah, when you watch Ueda is sitting like this, I often feel that camera is broken because he's so still. He found a great play, the best play. Okay, 2-1. I mean, he wanted to step up, but then he has no ace. But he may do it anyway. But the problem with this is blue gonna make the 9 points, so he will make a 5 prime anyway. So maybe you should just make a point. Oh no. Okay, this is the best play actually. Interesting. I would have played 6-3, I think. No, this is too much. Ace supposed to be a bad numbers. Now he's giving a good ace. Okay, so stepping up is actually important. 3-2. I make the 9 and slot the 7. Why not? Make the 9 and slot the 7. Once again, orange has a blot on the deuce point. So even you get hit, you have a return shot. If you don't get hit, then you have a shot for the 6 prime. Once again, blue really needs a prime. That's his game plan. He's down 30 pips. So makes up, purest play, which is this. Look at this. I mean, not all fours are good fours. Like 4-1, 4-2 is ugly. Yeah, double 4, 4-5, those numbers are pretty good. But yeah, at least orange has a blot on the deuce point. Great play, Naoki. Naoki wakes up 4-3, good shot. Yeah. Now 2, 5-3, 4-3, double 3. So 15 numbers or so, 2-1. He gets it. 2, and maybe slide it to the 22. I don't see a reason to split the backman. I don't see a reason to play 8-7. Yep. and orange's blood 15. It's very difficult to hide it. Ace 5. Should he hit? Maybe. Yeah, 3 is duplicated. It's minimizing a shot. Good play. Any 3 would be great. 13 numbers. And double 5, 14. Double 2 is good, so 15 good numbers. Dancing is very bad. Oh, wait a minute. What are you thinking, Naoki-san? No. You are reading 2-0. You're not down 0-2. If he's being down 0-2, he should redouble, of course. He should have redoubled already. But, yeah, this is gonna be over. No, he's not. He's just, yeah, confirming. Yeah, of course. Double 2 is great, I said. Make the bar. And, I guess, step up. Yeah, 3 would be better, but double 2 is, better than nothing. You make 5 prime. 13-11 is looks too much to do. Yeah. 4-2. All right. This is great number as well. Stepping up. Really? Where does take point at this score being like 19%? And his gammon value will be close to 0 after the 4 cube. Alright, 3-1. It's pretty bad number actually. What should he do? Should he slot the 9? Okay, he should hit. Wow. Oh, Iketani is gonna find it. Wow, good play. I mean, I may find the best play, but I may take way more time than that. So apparently Iketani knows what to do. Okay, it's getting closer. Now, he has 10 checkers in the zone. He's about to make a 4-point board. Orange has a blot, but Iketani chose not to double. Wise decision. Should he fan, it's gonna be a double pass. Yeah, this, I don't think it's too good, is it? It is too good. Interesting. Okay, it's because Orange's position is so bad. He has a blot outside, he has a blot inside. Blue's gonna make a 5 prime. Okay, 5-4 is one of the weak numbers. You're gonna make 8 and come down, I think. Yeah, you're gonna make out 8 point and ooh, you don't do that? Wow, so you're gonna come out on 39, exposing whatever the blots, like 5 blots. It doesn't matter because Orange has blot inside. Interesting, but this is just fine. 2-6. Okay. Maybe not too good anymore. By the way, we're gonna have a Japan Open starting from tomorrow. So both players, including me, are gonna play Japan Open. And I believe all the participants of UBC Japan gonna play Japan Open as well. So you need a lot of stamina. You play 4 days of UBC and still you need to play 3 days of Japan Open. What a weekend. Okay, Hideaki-san shouldn't spend too much time on this actually, because the difference is almost nothing. But of course he doesn't know about it. He must be very careful. He's thinking. I'm pretty sure he wants to finish the UBC by this match. He doesn't want to play next match. It's a waste of his energy. Okay. So Iketani should double. This is not too good anymore. Okay, so he goes for gammon, which is not a mistake. It's almost tie. 6-5 is great. Ace is needed. 6-5. Yes, I'm gonna do a streaming my match. Finally, I'm gonna play. 6-3. You come out. How you come out? Oh, maybe just come out both. Why not? Yeah. Come out both. And who cares? He has 2 blots. Well, I care only double ace maybe. Double ace would be festival. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 6-5. Okay, Naoki's playing amazing this game. Hits on slot 7. Both players amazing. 4-1, any 6, any 7. 3-2, putting it in and coming down. I'm gonna bring the checkers to the 6 point and coming down to the 11. You have 5 and 6 to hit. Oh, he's only 1 on the bar. Okay. Well, what can he do? Yeah, I would play big. I wouldn't make an anchor. I would just come down and play it 6. I'm a little bit concerned about remaining time. I mean, it is likely, it is possible that it's gonna end on 2 points. If that happens, players need like 10 minutes, but they already have 6 minutes and the game is not over yet. To 5. Yeah, cash on ace still, doesn't matter. Orange cannot take it anyway. 4, 3, alright, fine. Ace is huge. Nope, you don't get it. Any 6, any 5, any double ace. Okay, 6-1, 6. And maybe go to the 14. Sliding to 14, that's fine. It doesn't add any builders, but it just gets closer. Orange's best response will be double ace. Okay, 6-5. I don't know why, but it looks not a big deal. 4, 6. Double 5 is covered. Double 5 is cover. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. This is great game, Iketani. Iketani is gonna win 4 points. And he's gonna gliding down his PL. Now his PL after this game will be 0.65 or something maybe. While Hideaki PL is gonna stay the same because he has no choice. So in fact, Iketani wants to roll small numbers, so gives him more decisions. Okay, 4-2, bring them in. Yeah, that's true. Iketani needs a big PR win, not winning by, 0.5 or 1. He needs to win PR by like 3 or something. Because on the 4th match, I think it was 3rd match, he played like 8. That was big pain. Okay, hits and take off, of course. 6? 6 maybe party for blue. 2-1. 3-4. All right. One more souvenir for him. Another souvenir is waiting for the second point, but that's gonna be picked up another time. 6-1. Interesting. Another decision. Fine. He doesn't mind it. 6-1. All right. Blue needs to come around. 6-6 is not what he wanted. No decision. Nothing. The worst number maybe. 5-3. All right. Good move. 6-4, 5-4, double 5. 5 numbers. 5-2 is not one of them. Okay. Yeah. You don't want to expose another blot inside. Also, it's good for save gammon. Okay, so 10 crossovers for blue and 12 crossovers for orange. So blue is still big favorite. Ace 4, okay. Three, 2. Oh, maybe I miscounted. Yeah, anyway, blue is leading a pawn. 10. Yeah, orange needs like 13 crossovers now. After this move, it's still like 11 crossovers, so this is pretty much decided. It's nearly, not impossible, but at least he needs double sixes. 63, okay, 6 in, 3 probably in. Yeah, okay, you can do that. Okay, 0.75 for Iketani and 1.2 for Hideaki. Iketani is still leading in PL, and it's gonna be 6-0. So possibly there was one game more. So orange needs 8 crossovers. It means orange needs to roll 2 doublet. Big one, of course, like double sixes twice or something. And blue should miss. Blue missed. Now double six is gonna come up. No. So this is over. 6-0. No, I don't think it counts for decision, the last move over Hideaki, because the difference is almost nothing. Maybe 0 difference. If there's no difference in the move, actually, if there's no difference in the best move, and I think it was within 0.001 difference between the best and the worst, then that move doesn't count as a decision. Something like that was a definition of the decision. I'm not really sure. But anyway, that move was almost nothing, so I think it was no decision. But I guess Hideaki just wanted to find the best move over there. Okay, 2-4 probably makes 9. Oh, okay, hitting is actually the better play. Almost tie. 3-5 does 3 points. For 2 makes 4. For 1 gonna go to 10 point. Yeah, it's very difficult to win from here as a series, because even if Iketani wins both PL and score, this match and next match, average PL maybe still his best. So, but I believe Iketani will be happy if he gonna go to the last match. That means that okay. Yeah, as a player, if I were Iketani, I wanna see, you know, the last match. I don't wanna finish the match on the 5. Even if his winning chance might be very slim. If he doesn't go to the last match, it means 0. So 3-6. Okay, blitzing works now. 6-5 is not good number. I think he should can he make a 9? Maybe? Or he can do come out with a 5 and come down. Okay, that happened to be the best play. Go to the 9 is a mistake. Yeah, this is fine. More builders. Keep the anchor. Stepping up from the back. 4-2, you wanna no oh, interesting. You can do that actually. Yeah, it leaves bunch of blots, but at least you own the bar, so if you hit, you can hit back or you can remake the anchor. Five two hits back. I think he's gonna hit the 18. Oh, interesting. The second best. The second best is playing 7. Doesn't even hit. But he found the best play. 5-4. What you gonna do? Should you just hit like that? Yeah, hitting is the best play. This score is almost like a DMP. Gammon doesn't matter for Iketani at all, and Gammon matters very, very little for Hideaki as well. So the score function almost as DMP, and as DMP, maybe you should just hit, gain the pip, and take away some of the builders. Blue May fan. Any 6 from the bar is bad, except 3-6, 1-4. Yeah, he hit outside. No, it's a completely different situation here, because remember Iketani won 2 PL in the first 2 games. So the PL difference is not that big, I assume, assuming that he's gonna win 2 matches in a row. You know what I mean? That means he's gonna outplay Hideaki by 4 matches out of 6. Oh, doesn't throw a Frigo. Okay, so Frigo made some funky play to jack up his PL. I mean, Hideaki is not type of a guy who will be fooled by some strange plays. I mean, he's good enough. I mean, all the top players are good enough to, you know, play against some error-inducing, you know, strange-looking play. You can try that, but it's usually just, you know, jacking down your PL. I mean, jacking up your PL, not his PL. Anyway. Okay, look at this. So Naoki-san may find the best play here as well. So the best play is playing safe. Interesting. I'm gonna hit, maybe? Well, I'm not sure actually. But since it's DMP, I think I'm gonna hit actually, because yeah, I mean, he may dance. If you play safe, what's gonna happen? He's gonna also, you know, save the blot on the 9 point. And okay, I see. I mean, the race is close, so you may not take that risk. you can still win by holding a position or going for the race, or orange, you may hit some fly shot. Okay, this is the first big mistake by Iketani. Iketani's PR is now more than Hideaki, I think. Yeah, 7 blots. 7 blots. Yeah, 7 blots is funny because we have only 15 checkers in backgammon. So almost half of them are blot. It's like long gammon. Yeah, also it's difficult to recoup the blots. It's too many. Yeah, he needs to play 7-6. He was punished. How do you play for 1? You're gonna hit twice. Okay, but double 2 and double 3 and double 5. 2-4. Whoa. What is this? Oh, okay, that way. Oh, you can remake 8 and 7 as well. He didn't even think about it. Yeah, he could have made 8 and 7 point. That was a better play by small margin, but it was better. Remakes 8. Two. Okay, Hideaki plays 1.5, Naoki plays 2.5, so Hideaki officially surpassed his PR right now. So he can lose the match now. Alright, the game gets very complicated. Hideaki needs to make 12. Cleaning up the blots. Yeah, he could come out both, but then you need to deal with 4 blots, which may be too much. 13-6 wasn't in the list. I assume it's not that bad. To 1 seems reasonable. One 4, go to the 20. 6-1. You're gonna play 13-6 and play 16-15 maybe? I don't really want to come out and be, no, this is not necessary. You can't blind him anyway. Oh, okay, so the best play is making the 15 is the best play. Yeah, exactly. Hideaki is supposed to make a 12 in the last game, last move. That's why he's suffering with this 6-1. He has to deal with 2 blots outside. And the best play is actually making the 15. leaving only one blot and one blot backwards. My preference would be 12-6 and 16-15, play with one blot, leaving much less. I don't quite understand this. Why you need to expose those too many builders? I mean, blue can come out. Yeah, I understand the idea of, you know, climbing 24, but he had a check on the 23, had a check on the 20. 2-1 walked actually. The prime walked. That's amazing. All right. Yeah, I guess if you knew that he gonna roll 2-1, this might be the best play. Now you're making this point? It's a bit strange to me. Yeah, now, oh wow, interesting. Yeah, just makes the 8 point. Okay, another fact is that Hideaki down 1.5 minutes. So we may see some of the big mistakes because of the time. Looks like he's suffering bad numbers as well. 6-1. Okay, this is okay. This is almost the best play. 6-5. Strange roll. I'm gonna make the 9. Breaking up 20, I think. Yeah, because it's DMP. Yeah, Iketani finds it, great. Ace, 7, 8. He's gonna hit loose. Double 5. Okay, double 5 is not so bad. But double 5 is blocked by 9. I was a little bit excited. 6-3 just come out all the way, I guess. No, it's not necessary. $53. 6-3. Okay, just go to the deuce point. Yeah, I want to see the PR, but I expect the PR to be very close because Hideaki made some mistakes. All right, Naoki is now playing better, 2.3 against 2.7. I don't think it's necessary to slot. 5-3 is making a deuce point. Six two makes a full blind. 5-1, 5 goes there, ace goes here. 6-5 is a shot. 6-2 is not shot. Yeah. Any 6 is good. Double 5. 6-1 is not a shot. 6-1, 6-5, 6-4, 6-3 is a shot, but not 6-1. Double 3 is a forced, no decision. So 6x maybe a shot. No, this is not a shot. That's crazy. He kept rolling the 6, but not leaving numbers. And Iketani needs to break his board. Now even 6-2 leave a shot. 4-1, alright. Yeah, not a ton of time left. That's true. And it could potentially be 3 more games. Who knows? 6-1. But we should all remember that top players are pretty good even in the speed game. Especially Hideaki. I don't think Hideaki gonna play crazy bad just because of the time. Yeah, but somebody lost on time in last tournament, so who knows? Double 4. Okay, Iketani shouldn't get backgammon. Yeah, maybe it's fine. He doesn't want to get backgammon. This is pretty fine. Yeah. That's it. It's Jin. So 6-2 for Iketani. He wants to get that decision, maybe. Yeah, he's desperate. He really wants to win. A great mindset. He's not giving up. He's not giving up. Yeah, not giving up and not giving a fuck is a great mindset in backgammon. Because if you are too serious about the game, you overthink and make some mistake, you get shaky. You should be calm. You should be like, you know, water. Don't affected by your emotion. Okay, it's fourth stake. You cannot pass this. 5-2. But the gammon price is not that high in this score. I don't remember the gammon price here, but approximately a little bit over 5, I think. If somebody knows about it, please let me know. 1 away, 5 away, post-fold. Gammon price. Can ChatGPT know about it? Probably. 6-4. Okay, just run. Gammon value roughly 0.5. I know roughly 0.5. I want to know the precise number, Mr. Makongaya. 0.54 or something. Okay, that's probably right. That's my feeling too. Significant PR blunder to cube after first round. Oh, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I don't know if players agree to play fair play or anything, but in this UBC Japan, players doesn't need to play double in the first row. So player can do, yeah, freely. Anyway, yeah, those technique may, you know, affect a little bit of PR, obviously. 4-3 split, I think, yeah. And makes the deuce point. Yeah. Pip count is close enough, so blue wants to have an anchor. He has some chance. Now he regrets. Red is crushing. Iketani needs doublet. 4-1 is worst. Wow, it's maybe gammon. 3-2 makes 5. Three one. Oh, thank you. You're watching your grandpa's backgammon board? Does it mean I was playing your grandpa? But thank you for saying that anyway. Yeah, backgammon is played by generations, and you can play when you're younger or when you are older. It's always fun, and you can play with your friends, family, gamble, play for PR, whatever you like. Backgammon has a room for everybody. That's the beauty of the game. 3-2. Yeah, looks like game is gammon. Double 2 is needed. But let's start with double 2. I mean, let's start with the 2. Any deuce. But look at the PR. Iketani was still leading PR a little bit. 6-4. Okay. All right. Yeah, interesting. People have a lot of different perspective about fair play. Yeah, but I understand that this is not the backgammon technique that don't double in the first row. So I can relate to the feeling that that consists of a fair play. But also some might argue that it is within the rule, so that's also a fair play. Double 5. Double 5 is not a good roll actually because it doesn't give a decision, but it's a great roll for gammon. Okay, double 4 is great. So 12 crossovers, while how many? 9. So Iketani needs 2 doublets or something. Yeah, Iketani needs 2 doublets, I think. So it's 10 crossovers. That means 5 rolls. 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls. Okay. Five, 2. Yeah. Okay. So this means 6, 6. And PR to be super close. Iketani needs to win the last game and keep the same PR, same read. Then he can scoop. Yeah, let him scoop once in this series. He won PR twice, but he didn't scoop yet. He was scooped twice already. He needs to scoop back. Six, 5. Okay. Now who is favorite? Orange is small favorite, not anymore. Double 4. He's gonna go to 16. Maybe not actually. Gonna 20 and 9. Yeah, he's not up that much. If he's up a lot, then he goes to 16. But he's not up that much, so play 9 twice. Okay, now we are seeing on left corner that average score so far. Iketani played 4.8 and Hideaki played 3.1. Yeah, so it's a pretty big gap, obviously. Double 5. Great. Yeah, if nothing happens, I believe that Iketani would win PR because this game is pretty easy to play out by both players. I don't think nobody gonna make big mistake here. But of course, always we gonna find supplies. 5 down, 3 in. My preference would be 6-3, but it's probably small, nothing. 5-3, slot the 5, I think. Okay, it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, I want to see a match 6. Yes, I am. Yes, we are. Everybody wants to play match 6. And Justin gonna take a microphone. So let's hope that Iketani gonna scoop this game. Yeah, this game gonna be very easy. But I have to remind everybody that PR we are seeing is temporality. This is analyzed by world class. But after the match is over, we're gonna reanalyze by XG++. It takes a while, maybe 7 minutes, 10 minutes. And so this PR may be overturned, maybe. But of course, Iketani is favorite to win PR because he's leading 0.2, basically. I mean, yeah, but it can easily be overturned. I would say, yeah, Iketani is favorite by, let's say, 65% or something like that. You're watching my walk back home. Okay, you might need to run, Justin. All right, so what's going on here? Okay, Iketani is still leading 29 pips. 6-5. Three, 1. Ace 5, bring it in. Take off 6-3. Yeah, after this game, we need 10 minutes or even 15 minutes to confirm that Iketani won PR. Because if Iketani didn't do in PR, then there's no point to play the last one. And I'm pretty sure that players want to wait the result. So give us, 10 minutes to confirm. 5-1, play 4-3, good. Yeah, so next match maybe like 30 minutes later, 6:20 or something. We need like 30 minutes break, I believe. Whoops. Wait. First of all, Iketani should win, of course. Yeah, assuming that Iketani gonna win, but it's not like that. Look at this. Oh my god. Hideaki has another plan. He wants to go home. He is the only one who wants to go home. Everybody wants him to stay. But 6-1. Okay, now he's in the big lead. 3-1. Ooh. Yeah, Jesus is correct. 2-1, not over yet. Not over yet. No, you don't need this. This could be the last move of the series. This could be the very last moment of UBC Japan. So Iketani-san carefully think what to do with the last one. I would just play 3-2, maximize the chance to taking off in 2 rows. I'm not gonna play like 6-5. Oh, but that's the best play. Okay. Is that the best play? 6 for 2 off. Interesting. Is it possible? Okay, so it looks like he found the best play. 6-5. Now No, he didn't do it. Amazing match. Amazing match. So that is a match. Hideaki won the match, and it doesn't matter if he outplay him or being outplayed. He gets 7 points out of 12, so he is a winner of UBC Japan 2026. He's gonna go to Monte Carlo and play against Marc Olsen, Michihito Kageyama, and one winner from Sweden. Oh, thank you so much, guys, for the donation. Yeah, we wanted to see the last match, but what can we do? Hideaki is a machine. Hideaki won 5 matches straight. That's amazing. And he played 3.12 until the 4th match. With the last match, he may play below 3, something like 2.8 or something. So Hideaki being Hideaki, we knew he was a big favorite to win UBC Japan, but he proved it. Once again, he's one of the best players in the world, and he's well-deserved winner. Iketani made a great effort. He made a great show. Amazing, amazing Iketani-san. Congratulations for his performance. That's amazing. I need to thank sponsorship. Thank you for Kenji Shimodaira and Hiroshi Tanaka donating 500,000 Japanese yen to support the winner to go to Monte Carlo. So winner can go to Monte Carlo without any airfare or hotel or nothing. So that's grateful. And I thank for Kifumi for automatic transcription. And I thank for Mate for the system. I thank for everybody who have make this happen. Yuki, Takimiya, Koki Mizutani, and of course Hossein Paknahad, Justin Noel did a great commentary. Jay Vidal made a commentary. Michi, of course, made a commentary. So thanks everyone. And if I forget somebody, I'm sorry, but I'm thankful to everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, so UBC Sweden is June 30 and 2,500 euros added. It's June 30 to July 3, Swedish Open. This is the last spot for UBC Contender Tournament. So if you win it, you'll be, last spot of UBC. So far, Michi and Hideaki and Marc Olsen is in the semi-final, and we are waiting for the last spot. All right, thank you very much. I need to get out, and congrats players. Thank you for watching for such a long time. It's been a pleasure. And congratulations once again to Hideaki Ueda, well-deserved winner. Thank you and have a nice day. And I'm gonna play Japan Open from the next day. Next 3 days is Japan Open, and I'm gonna stream my match, so please stay tuned and root for me, please. Thanks. Bye.